device will communicate with processor. So these ports are used as input port or output port that will be decided by the programmer. And this port, through this port, data will enter or go outside and enter through data bus. So the data bus is D0 to D7. So that data bus is directly connected with the processor. So you see this diagram, then you will understood properly. These are your different port A, port B, port C upper, port C lower. These are data bus. If you consider here the processor, so processor data bus, 8-bit data bus will directly connected with the 8255 data bus, and through this data bus, data will go outside or data will enter through this data bus into the processor. Okay, and these 8255 processor will control these 8255 through which signal? This is the read bar signal, write bar signal, chip select bar, A0, A1. These the address bus, A0 and A1. Okay, so read bar and write bar, all of you know the function of this read bar signal, write bar signal. Both are the active low signal. When read bar is 0 or low, so this time the processor will read. When write bar is 0, so this time the processor will write something. Here A0, A1 and chip select bar, that means CS bar, will decide that which port will be selected. So you see this table. So A0, A1 and chip select bar. So when all are 0, so that will select the port A. 001 that will select the port B, 010 that will select the port C, and 011 that will decide the control register. Okay, and when chip select bar is 1, so that means 8255 is not selected, it will not work because chip select is active low signal. So when it is 0, so this time the 8255 will work, otherwise it will not work. Okay, and 8255 require the plus 5 volt VCC and ground, and another control signal which is reset. Okay, so when reset is 1, so that means the control register value will be 00, reset. Okay, now I think that all of you understood properly this 40 pin. Now, which is very important, that the internal architecture of 8255. Okay, so you try to understand the internal architecture of 8255. So here also see that port A and port C upper makes one group, that is group A, and port B and port C lower and port B makes another group, that is group B. Okay, and these the control unit, read write control logic that will control the all port. Okay, so these, through this line, these will control the port A, port B, port C, that which port are uses for which purpose. It is input port or output port. Okay, that will decided by the programmer. So programmer will write some control word, 8-bit control word, and that control word will store where into the control register, and control register will be decided that which port is used for which purpose. Okay, So from that diagram, you will understood properly. This actually the control unit is makes these two block, which is internal decoder and the control register. So here you see that A0, A1, here also your A0, A1. So this is the decoder, 2 into 4 decoder. So 0, 0 means which line will be selected? This port A will be selected. 0, 1 port B, 1, 0 port C, and 1, 1 for control register will be selected. So that means this time the control word will store into the control register, control word. So actually control register is 8-bit register where the control word will write by programmer, and that will decided that which port is used for which purpose. Okay, so you will understood properly this if you know the format of control word. So that I will discuss now. Okay. This is the control word format for IO mode. So at first I already uh, inform you that the 8255 is using two mode. One is IO mode, another is BSR mode.